So here's part 2 of my video of my thrift haul for this week. I'm doing this in the shouldn't say the newest bedroom, but my youngest son recently moved out, so I've been moving things around and adding some things. So this is going to be a guest room. My intention is that it will house visitors from the East Coast from time to time. So I thrifted this seagull and these glass bottles. One's shaped like a shell, one's got a starfish tied around it. I thrifted the bottle and the seagull this week to add to my shelf, which I got from Facebook Marketplace from a lady across town. And these two pictures, which I got at a garage sale and they're from Pottery Barn, just to make my daughter-in-law feel a little bit more at home. She's been beside the ocean all of her life. We're hoping that they come this summer for a long visit. Anyway, some other things I got this week were this set of vintage luggage, and it's monogrammed, and I've had McBurney before. Oh, not McBurney, McBride. It is British. I think the outside looks really, really nice. The inside is a freaking mess. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm kind of disappointed that I bought them now, but that's all I got to say about that. So like I said, I've been picking up bags and bags and bags of Christmas ornaments this week, and it's funny what you find. So I have found 6 different basketball related ornaments. I'm going to give these to my nephew, who is a college basketball coach. I believe they do a tree that has all basketball decorations. If he doesn't, well, maybe he'll throw them out. It doesn't matter to me. But I think he might enjoy them, especially these little glass ones. I think they're super cute. These little guys are miniatures from let's see if I can figure this out. Let's say 19, well, there's no date on it. But I saw these in the glass showcase at a thrift store last Monday, and I kicked myself for not getting them and thought about it for 3 days, went back, and they were still there. So now they're at my house. And this set of ornaments, they're for the Big Bang, from the Big Bang Theory TV show. And I thought my brother would enjoy those because they all say Bazinga on them. And my brother has a cat named Bazinga. And I was telling him about this. I said, oh, I forgot to bring those with me. And he says, well, that's kind of fitting because it's Bazinga that breaks most of our ornaments anyway. So I've also got some vintage ornaments. So these ones here are all made in Poland. They're marked on the finial. That is not going to come in. Oh, it does. So you can see it's made in Poland. There's a set of 7. But all of these other odd ones, they're all of Polish descent as well. This is a full set of shiny Brites. They're not in that great a shape, but I'm pretty tickled that I have a full set in the original box. I got that at the Salvation Army on Tuesday, I guess it was. And the box did not have a price on it, and it only had 8 balls. There was a volunteer there who was kind of trying to tidy up the Christmas ornaments. People had been ripping open bags and broken stuff. So I said to her, can you put a price on this? And she kind of gave me a wink, and I said, yeah, a good price would be nice. So she came back with 99 cents. I thought, oh, alrighty, I'll take that. And then as I was shopping around the store, she came and she says, look, I found the missing one. So that was pretty good. Pretty happy about that. And like I said, they're not in the best of shape, but they are all clearly marked shiny bright on their finials. These ones, I can't remember where these ones were made, and I'm not sure that they say. Yeah, they're not marked. So those are clearly got some age, but I don't know anything about them. And I also picked up these paper, maybe not paper, but sort of like a waxed, like maybe it was paper that was dipped in wax, and then I'm not sure if they're homemade or like even the string is dipped in wax. Anyway, I think they're old. You know, maybe 1930s. Could be. That deserves some research. I got these clear bells. They came from Eaton's. We haven't had Eaton's for many years. I like that they're clear. I was thinking I could probably use my Cricut cutter to make some vinyl decals or something to put on them. Haven't really got a plan for that yet. And these ones, they're not a set clearly, but there is no markings on them. Box is original, but probably only to those dark green ones. Here is another set. I think these ones are all GDR. Yeah, they're all marked as German Democratic Republic, so that refers to East Germany. Even this little guy here, I don't know much about him. I kept some finials off of some broken balls or ones that were in the bottom of boxes, and I'm just going to hang on to those because sometimes ornaments will come up that don't have finials, and I can replace them. These are all unknowns to me. I'm guessing I could probably easily find out some information about this one. He's missing some paint. This one's beautiful. I like this one a lot. Not sure if it's actually vintage or not. And there's some here that are clearly new, not vintage. You know, they sort of have an aesthetic that's newer. I'm gonna smash these, I know I am. But then again, like here's one. It's missing a finial. It's beautiful. Here's another one of those little sort of teardrop shaped. It's missing a finial too. So I'll have to, I'm not sure if it matches. I don't think it matches the other set, but it could. I'll have to spend some time with that. These are some newer ones. The phone, sorry about that, guys. They're newer ones, but they're marked as Western Germany. So we haven't had an East and Western Germany since, what, 1986? So they do have some age. The finials are plastic. Kind of disappointing. These ones I did do a little bit of research on. These are, I believe, made in the US. It's not coming up now. And these were probably made during World War II when, oh, now I probably got that wrong, but paint was hard to come by, so they just used clear glass and did stripes of paint. This one is made in the US. See if you can get that. Actually, I think this one says made in the US of A. There we go. Made in the US of A. So here are some books I got this week. So this one is, it describes all kinds of Christmas and how Christmas changed over the years. Oh, see, there's some of those plain stripy ones, banded balls. Yeah, it was talking about paint shortages from the mass reallocation of wartime resources, and how to recreate some vintage decorations. Some of the projects seemed pretty easy. What I enjoyed was reading the history, and at the back there's actually some artwork that you can use in your photocopy or scan and print on your own. So that one was interesting. Most of the books I got this week were craft related. So this one's called Granny Chic, Recipes and Inspiration for the Handmade Home, from all kinds of, how to make notebooks, crocheting weird things. I really enjoy the way this book is laid out. I think it's British, just because of some of the language that's used. Yeah, it's interesting. This one's called Retro Crafts, and it's about crafts from the past again. Some weird stuff that we might collect now, and I guess there are people who would make it, but like remember burnt matches? So there's the instructions to how to make things. Woo, my phone's slipping in. So it's not just repurposing things, but it's repurposing things with kind of that icky retro look. There's some Christmas stuff in here too. This one is Crafting Vintage Style from Country Living, and this one is called Junk Beautiful, and it's about taking junk and repurposing it. I don't think I paid more than $1 for any of these books. I'd be hard pressed to say I had. So that's some fun looking for me. These 3 porcelain ornaments are from Avon. I tried to do some research, and you know what's interesting is, so I looked up porcelain dove Avon 1982, but there's a bunch of this same ornament marked 1981, and this one marked 1982 rather than the 83 I have. So I'm just guessing that these were released a year earlier in maybe the US, and then in Canada we got them a year later. I don't know. Love this. This is a hand-blown ornament, and it's been the glass has been cut to make these my brain's not working this morning. Anyway, I think it's lovely. There's the pontille. I think that's how you say that. And then the little loop. Beautiful. I got this bag of white ornaments. I intend to use my Cricut cutter to make some balls that are sort of Ray Dunn inspired, with the long block capital letters to spell out different words. That should be a fun project. I'm not sure anybody in my family would know who Ray Dunn is, but for sure I do. This was a fun find. So I found this in a bag of Christmas ornaments, and I thought, what's this Halloween witch doing? And then I saw the presents, and I thought, what the heck is this? So on the bottom it says Belfana. So I Googled that, and I found out that she is actually from a set of 12 from the Franklin Mint called The Faces of Christmas Around the World or something like that came out in 88. And Befana is, she predates Santa Claus actually, and a lot of her attributes are very Santa Claus-like. So this is an Italian tradition where Befana comes on January 6th, the eve of January 6th, which is the Epiphany, and leaves toys in for good children. She comes down the chimney and sweeps up the soot. That's why she has her broom. She rides around the world, and if you've been a naughty child, she'll leave coal for you. So now that I've seen that there's 12, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to see if the other 11 show up at thrift stores. Anyway, apparently she's got some value too, so I was pretty impressed with that since it was a whole bag of ornaments that I got. I know I didn't pay more than $1 for that bag. Anyway, on replacements.com, I believe she was about $30. Now I know that's a highly elevated cost, but these ones I'm pretty impressed with too. I've got this one, it's glass, looks like a pine cone. It has a deer, it's not marked, it's quite large, and I got this one earlier in the week. Same size, same finial, same everything, with an owl. I got these 2 different thrift stores an hour apart. I don't know anything about them. I've reached out to some online pals to see if they know anything. No. So this one is a collectible, and it's, let me double check, Christopher Radko is the label that's on it. I got a bag of Christopher Radko, but only 2 of them are still intact. One I smashed. Oh, and I knew it as soon as this one I don't know if it's Radco or not, but it was in the same bag and it's kind of the same aesthetic. And lastly, I wanted to share with you, got this little set of dishes, and I turned it over and it says Ward Air. Let's see if I can get this to come in better. It doesn't look like it's going to come in any better. Anyway, these are dishes from an airline back in the day when you would get meals served on china dishes on your airplane ride. So there's sort of these flat bowls and these coffee cups made in Japan. I don't know if those are saucers or just small plates, and then these square plates. So Ward Air, I think, was a Canadian airline that sold out to Air Canada or something like that. I don't know all the history, but I thought that was really interesting. And I did miss a couple things over here. I got all of these ribbon, these are Martha Stewart, all of these ribbon ornament hangers. There's several bags in the green color, 4 bags of green, and then this cream color. They originally came from Sears for $3.99, but I got the whole bag for $1 that had all 6 packages in it. These, I don't remember these from my childhood at all, but I'm seeing these all over the place, these soft and snoozy chimers. So they all look like they're ready for bed, and they have these little swinging feet. This is a mama mouse. She's eating her baby. Go to sleep, baby. They've just been in the bags of stuff, and I mean, they're not that appealing to me. This one's just a little chimer. It's not a little snoozy, sleepy one. I don't know that they've got any real appeal or value, but what the heck. We'll just hang on to those. Here. Everybody looks like they need a nap. Okay, so that's my video for today. So this is part 2 of 3. I'm telling you, I've been doing some amazing thrifting. And I will post the next one shortly. Thanks.